Hi, my name is Sheila Corona. Welcome to this edition of the Knowledge Vault. I am currently recording Handbook for the New Paradigm, Volumes 1, 2, and 3. We are currently on Volume 2, Embracing the Rainbow, session number 30. If you're following along with me in the book, we are on page 218. The involvement of each focused self-awareness is dependent upon its ability to process the knowledge available into and through its flow of experience. The influence of those entities around it that believe certain truths and experiences are the truth or ultimate experience leads to entrapment and endless dead-end ventures. The ability to experience knowledge acquired and experienced into wisdom is like laying stepping stones on a path. When an understanding is complete, then it is necessary to acquire the material to complete the next stepping stone. It cannot be done with exactly the same knowledge as the last one. It must include new material, new knowledge. There may or may not be a bridge between what has been learned and the subsequent new information. New concepts may contain essences of more than one stepping stone. It is this apt analogy that has led to the idea that evolvement equates to a, quote, spiritual path. The significant perception of the visualization of this path is the understanding that the stones must be present and laid one by one before there can be a path. Further and important is the concept that the path lies not before each traveler, but behind him or her. It is rare that the path behind any evolving awareness is a smooth upward spiral. The acquisition of knowledge and experiencing it into understanding and releasing it as complete and then opening to begin the process again does not usually lead easily to the ultimate goal. The conceptualization of that goal is literally too incomprehensible to be able to limit it into words. However, the magnetism of that goal draws all ultimately to return to it. There is no escaping its allure, no matter how crooked the path of wisdom is laid in the process of the return. The view of the path of humanity on this planet as a whole over the past several thousands of years would find it curling abruptly into a circle. Mankind has continued to march around and around that circle, with few able to intuit their way out of it and to continue their evolvement. I want to stop right there for a second, because I cannot unsee conversations I've had with people that say, this has come around for me again. What did I not get from it the last time? It's like I'm experiencing myself in a sort of spiral. And now that I really am paying very close attention to the things that happen to me, they are puzzle pieces. And if I am present in the moment, I can now observe patterns of my behavior, of things that keep coming up for me to look at or whatever. And I've even sort of been able now to pinpoint that there seems to be certain times of the year that certain things will come up and show themselves to me. And that right there is when I realize, oh, this is a spiral thing. This is about that which will, and that's what this is referring to here. I want to say this again because this whole thing with the circle and all of that is very, very, and it's tied again to that other thing that's been pulled into my field this week. Oh my goodness. The view of the path of humanity on this planet as a whole over the past several thousand years would find it curling abruptly into a circle. Mankind has continued to march around and around that circle, with few able to intuit their way out of it and to continue their evolvement. Well, if you ain't trying to see everything about yourself, yeah, you can blow right past it. Blame other people for all of your issues and not look inside to see what you're doing or not doing, right? That's, hey, look, I'm famous for that. Until now. Back to the book here. That circle now is a spiral downward as the recent human experience is being led into the lower vibrational activities of greater and greater violence and denigration of the body and awareness. Oh, how true. And I see those timelines diverging very, very soon because not everyone is choosing that downward spiral because there is an upward spiral that is overlaid on top of the other one. And we've all been feeling this difference in realities, and you can't describe it, but that does clearly. The foundations of family and personal integrity are visually and audibly assaulted with the dogma of truly evil intent. It must be remembered that the altered humans conceived religion for the worthwhile purpose of preventing self-annihilation. Its original intent and purpose was not to provide the path to evolvement. It did, however, contain and retain some of the teachings of the benevolent visitors. There have also been not so benevolent visitors who have observed the religious process as a field of opportunity to promote their own agenda of retaliation and revenge. By infiltrating and slowly developing their strategies, the true teachings have been deliberately adulterated and used to promote the circle brought about by the genetic alteration and to turn it into a downward spiral. It is the purpose of these messages to set forth the truth of the dilemma of humanity and to put forth some of the essentials of its knowable cosmology. The messages contain the elements of a workable plan to allow mankind to create for itself the opportunity to leave the downward spiral path that has resulted from not only the genetic alteration, but from their stubborn refusals to accept the proffered help. This stubborn refusal to let go of the old and continue their victim stance has allowed them to fall prey to those who take advantage of that level of consciousness. The portion of the population that was drawn to and has intermingled with the not so benevolent interplanetary visitors at the moment has the upper hand. Now, again, this was written in 2018. It was written through specific perception filters. And I would suffice to say that that is wholly different now. It feels different to me. And also, because it doesn't feel supported anymore on any sort of level, like I've said before. First, enough humans must awaken to the situation set to overwhelm them. Second, enough must consider the possibility of the truths offered within these messages. Third, enough must have the courage to discern these truths and follow the suggestions. These shall then guide their fellow humans through this dangerous situation to the new paradigm and the return to the galactic family. Then Earth's people shall be welcomed throughout creation to walk and learn among their friends and to gather the material for the stones of their individual paths. The limited and frustrating existence that has been experienced has not been a total loss. The advantages that await shall be greatly appreciated. Each step has, as outlined, is critical. Each requires courage, both individually and as a combined focus. What is the most challenging is accepting the concept that there will not be an army gathered together physically to encourage one another. This will be accomplished by individuals that within their own focus faithfully commit and follow through daily by delineating their intentional desire for and resolve to move through the chaos to come. I know that to be a true statement. I cannot tell you how solid that feels in me to know that that right there is the most important thing the light worker in this moment of now can do. Be solid in who you are, know who you are, and do not participate in whatever is being shown out there for all the reasons that we can go into later. But mostly for this, because it's chaos now, right? These will know in their hearts at an emotional level that does not waver, that what is desired exists. Oh, you betcha. And is manifesting even now as the desire for it is embraced and being conceptualized. Wow, I cannot unsee that either, that I got that notification right then. The miracle of the new paradigm will be a gathering of individual foci through their intent upon the same purposeful symbolic agreement. This cooperative focus will, through the law of attraction, acting through application of the law of intentional creation, bring forth the intended new experience. Oh, you betcha. These, with sure confidence, will trust the process and allow it to happen. Then balance and harmony will reign. The truth of the presence and power of the universal laws, stimulated by the cooperative combined foci, will be demonstrated. I've already been told by my own guidance that that is a true statement right there. Through this demonstration, much will be experienced into wisdom earned and wisdom learned. Humanity will then stand on the stepping stone leading out of the downward spiral and find themselves facing the opportunity of creating new stones of wisdom for their paths within the new paradigm. That's the end of number 30. I'm telling you, I cannot unsee the timeliness for me personally of these words. Wow. Okay, well, this has been another edition of the Knowledge Vault. Thank you for joining me. And you can find, if you are listening to this on Spotify, I have a YouTube channel, Sassy Seer Sheila. We also have a YouTube channel, New Light Streaming Love. We have a website, newlightstreaming.love. And you can find us all there. If you would like to participate in an upcoming conscious conversation on Conscious Conversation Central, please do reach out to consciousconversationcentral@gmail.com, and in the subject line, CCC participant, declare yourself open to be a panel member to come and have conscious conversation. Until next time, I hope that you will move towards that which brings you joy in each moment that presents itself to you. In my opinion, it is simply a matter of your perspective. And even when you think there isn't one, there is always another perspective. Be well, my friends.